So today we're going to concentrate more towards home safety. What are the major causes of a fire in home and how can one prevent it?
The major concerns at fire at home are the cooking, the electrical wires, the electrical appliances, and the heating equipment. One should never do cooking unattended. One should always be there present because the major causes of fire at home is the oil spillage which happens during cooking.
For anything preventive, do you use some equipment?
There are smoke detectors and heat detectors which are used at home.
I've also heard from you while talking that you have some fire safety kits at home.
So the kit should include a small fire extinguisher
Okay.
which can help you extinguish a small fire.
I've heard artificial intelligence coming in everything. Are you thinking there's something coming that way?
Yes, sir. It is the future is now. The artificial intelligence and IoT is being used very rapidly in home safety automations.
Hi, welcome to Fire Safety with Alfa. I'm your host Sandeep Kaushik, and we'll have broadcast on fire safety for home, fire safety for hospital, warehouses, your workplaces, and whatnot. We're going to talk about the major causes of fire, how we can prevent them, and of course, in case it happens, how to really control them. With me is a very young CEO of an amazing company which is there for the last 25 years, and they are doing this fire safety. And a fire safety expert with me is Nipun Narula, the CEO of Alfa Fire. Welcome, Nipun.
Thank you, sir. I'm glad to be here.
Yes, looking forward to have amazing tips. So fire, of course, you all know that it helps you cook amazing food at home. But if it's out of control, it can create havoc. It can really devastate the whole thing. So today, we're going to concentrate more towards home safety. And I'd like to start by asking my first question to you. What are the major causes of a fire in home and how can one prevent it?
Sandeep, sir, the major concerns at fire at home are the cooking, the electrical wires, the electrical appliances, and the heating equipments.
Okay.
So one should never do cooking unattended. One should always be there present when they are cooking because the major causes of fire at home is the oil spillage which happens during cooking.
Okay.
Secondly, one should conduct their electrical load activity done. So we should know what kind of wires are to be used at their places and the right kind of wires are placed so there is no short circuits which lead to electrical fires at home.
Okay.
There should be a dedicated place for flammable liquids.
Uh-huh.
So one should separate them and be very aware that no children goes near there because everywhere there some kind of flammable liquids. It can be cleaning, can be cooking. So one should dedicatedly separate them and keep their house safe.
Okay.
Yes.
And other than this, what do you think for anything preventive? Do you could use something, some equipment or some detectors at home? What can be there in terms of the prevention of fire?
So yes, there are smoke detectors and heat detectors which are used at home.
Okay.
Smoke detectors are for our common areas like drawing room, dining areas, and heat detectors are used for our kitchen areas where we do the cooking. So one should always get their smoke detectors tested every month. So
Test every month.
test every month. The smoke detector should be tested every month. So in case of fire, we are already prepared that our detectors are working and we are well aware of our detectors.
So you can do it yourself or you have to get an expert to check it.
So yeah, we would always suggest that one should get an expert to test them. But even the regular testing can be done by the person itself by using any kind of smoke, artificial smoke, and get their smoke detectors tested regularly.
Okay.
The batteries of the smoke detector should be updated every year.
Uh-huh.
And it's a best practice that every 10 years you should replace the entire system, be it any kind of building. In 10 years, as it is an electronic device, we change TV, fridge, everything we get them changed in 10 years. Similarly, we should be proactively changing our smoke detectors also.
You want to say that all the smoke detectors we have in home
Yes.
need to be replaced every 10 years.
Every 10 years, yes.
Oh, that's great. I've also heard from you while talking that you have some fire safety kits at home and you should keep them with you. So what kind of fire safety kits we are talking about? What are the essentials for a home to have it?
So a fire safety kit is very, very essential, which help us to safeguard ourselves during a course of fire.
Uh-huh.
So the kit should include a small fire extinguisher,
Okay.
which can help you extinguish a small fire. As it is starting, you can use the extinguisher and save yourself before the fire is big. Secondly, one should always have a fire blanket at home. In case your clothes catches fire, you can roll inside a fire blanket and save yourself.
Okay.
Third is a whistle. Whistle is very important. In case there is no electricity, there is nothing, and you want to alarm someone that you are stuck inside, a whistle will help you. Third is a battery and a torch.
Okay.
So to escape during the fire, as we know, when there is fire, the entire electricity will get cut.
It definitely does.
So
yeah.
to have to reach to the escape plan, we need that torch with batteries. Always we should ensure that there are cases where people have torch but do not have batteries. So it is a very basic requirement. One should keep torch with batteries.
And you said fire extinguisher need to be kept in home, but there are multiple types of fire extinguishers. So what is advice for homes?
So for homes, we always suggest a multi-purpose fire extinguisher, which stands for ABC class of fires.
Okay.
So keeping that, it becomes a no-brainer. So we can have anybody at our home during a fire. So in where we have dedicated fire safety personals, they know what kind of fire and what kind of extinguisher they should use.
Yeah.
But when we are in a home, there can be children also, there can be old people also, so
Yes,
they can
yes.
just use that extinguisher. So it should be a no-brainer, a multi-purpose
So
fire
whatever
extinguisher.
whatever kind of fire is there, you can use that.
Yes, a multi-purpose extinguisher is
Oh,
the
that's
best one to
awesome.
keep at home.
That's awesome. Also, I've read somewhere that there has to be an escape plan in case of, that fire happens. So what exactly does it mean, and how can you prepare yourself for that?
See, as we have seen a trend that people are shifting to high-rise buildings, so the need of understanding the escape plans becomes more and more evident now.
Okay.
As people are living on higher floors and on floors like 32nd floors, so one should be well aware of their surroundings. They should be well aware of the fire escape plan. There should be at least 2 exits from their home, and they should never use escalators or lifts during a fire incident.
Okay.
And even the children, the elderly people, everyone should be well aware of their surroundings. They should know how they have to act, because during a fire incident there would be panic.
Okay.
If one is well aware how they have to escape that building and go to an assembly area, there's nothing best to save their lives at that moment.
So, but what I had seen, Nipon, is that most of the multi-story building, they just have one entry and exit. I mean, I don't find any other entry and exit. I'm a 15th floor or a 20th floor. So what would they do then? I mean, if there's just one entry, one exit, and if some fire is there in that, what would you do?
So in these case scenarios, the fire mock drill becomes more prominent. So one should be very well aware of their surroundings. They should have every quarter fire mock drills done through a safety expert. So everyone in their home knows how they have to act during a fire.
Okay.
If there is one safety exit point or one exit and entry point, they should talk to their buildings, and they should have a fire slide also installed in their building, which helps them to escape during the incident of fire.
Okay, so that's the advice for all the RWAs where you have multi-story buildings. I mean, make sure that you have these drills done. Every person living in your society should know that, because it's very, very important for your life. My next question to you would be about kids and also about the elderly people. What kind of advice you give to parents or the adults to tell kids and as well as the old parents that what to do in case of fire?
So yeah, it is very important that parents teach their children about fire safety. They should tell them to stay away from any flammable liquids. They should tell them the safe use of candles. They should not let any kid near matchsticks and any flammable liquids. They should also teach them the importance of the fire safety sound.
Okay.
If there the alarm is going on, they should act proactively. They should not just stop and wait what they have to
Maybe
do.
not just listen and enjoy the
Correct, yes.
alarm, yeah.
So that is why the mock drills are important. They should know how they have to react when a fire safety alarm goes off.
Okay.
Third, they should know the importance of how they have to use fire blankets. They have to stop, they have to drop and roll in any case if their clothes are catching fire. And most importantly, they should make and alarm make aware people if they are stuck inside.
Okay.
So where the whistle plays its very important role.
I must say that I've heard about this but never seen it doing myself. I mean, it definitely is a great input for everyone. So, ladies and gentlemen who are hearing this, again, great tips from our fire safety and expert. Um, I would just like to ask you something very important. I mean, I've heard artificial intelligence coming in everything, and I think the fire safety thing is also tech driven. What do you think are changes going to happen in the fire safety industry? How are they using AI? Or are you thinking there's something coming that way?
Yes, so it is the future is now the artificial intelligence and IoT is being used very rapidly in home safety automations. The use of artificial intelligence helps us understand the cause of fire better. It alarms you better. If we have smart smoke detectors installed at our homes, we know that it is not a false alarm.
Uh-huh.
It is because it is a calculative response from AI, and they are very, very sure and very apt as there are multiple sensors used in artificial intelligence. And IoT plays a very important role where kids are staying alone or the elderly people are staying alone and someone can remotely monitor them. So
Okay.
IoT plays a very important
So
role
the
there.
remote monitoring is something very
Correct,
important.
correct. So they can, someone can be remotely alarmed and they can then guide their children how to react during that fire. This is where the IoT plays its role.
That sounds fantastic. I think every industry is going through some change, and fire safety industry is nothing different. So thank you so much, Nipun, for adding so much value. So, ladies and gentlemen, uh, your home is your place, and you need to be safe at your home, and you need to make sure that the things which is uh, suggested by Nipun to take care of the fire at your home and also having the basic fire kit, fire safety kit, and the drills. So make sure that you talk to your RWAs and create those amazing drills happening, because you should know if the fire happens, what to do. So thank you so much, Nipun, once again, and looking forward for another such session to discuss more about how we can prevent fire, and in case of fire, how we can control it better. Thank
Thanks
you
a
so
lot,
much.
Sandeep sir.
Thank
Thanks
you.
a lot.
Bye.